But first, a hardworking and devoted father gunned down in New Jersey on a rare night out. Tonight, those closest to him are speaking about his tragic death. And good evening to you at 6 o'clock. I'm Liz Chow.
And I'm Bill Ritter. Parker Sams was his name. He was hit by a stray bullet from people he had never met. Strangers who were fighting in a parking lot in Paterson. It's the first murder in that city in more than 3 months.
New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson is live tonight in Paterson with our lead story. Anthony.
Yeah, Parker Sams, as you said, rarely went out. As a matter of fact, the night he did go out, he was convinced by people he worked with, and he actually met his girlfriend in the club right down the street. Now, the shooting took place in the parking lot from where we're standing directly across the street, and this leaves a 7-month-old fatherless. Parker Sams dedicated his life to his little daughter, Harper, and his overnight job at UPS. He was out with some work colleagues and his girlfriend when he was killed.
The gunshot didn't sound so close, so we started speed walking, and that's when I seen him from the corner of my eye fall.
Sams had nothing to do with the incident, which began in the nightclub and spilled out into the parking lot. Shots were fired and Sams was hit in the head while running from the shootout.
Once he heard a gunshot, he ran to me.
Friends at UPS have set up a GoFundMe page to help pay for Sam's funeral. Many of his work colleagues have supported the effort because they say he was a joy to work with.
Good kid, hard worker, got to work early, left late.
Michael KUNZ set up the online fundraising effort.
He was like, oh, make a GoFundMe page for my daughter. She needs milk, as a joke. And I said, Parker, if your daughter was ever in need, I'll do that for her, I made that page because I just wanted to keep a promise to what I said.
City leaders have made donations to help pay for the final farewell and express remorse, adding how the first murder this year in Paterson involved a young man who was an innocent bystander going out because his friends insisted. Meanwhile, the suspect in the crime, Ferry Johnson of Paterson, has been arrested and charged with murder.
You come to our city, we're going to track you down. We're going to stop crime. You come to fool around in our city, we make sure we go after you and you will be locked up.
Now, the suspect is expected back in court next week for a pre-trial hearing. Meanwhile, in the city of Paterson, as they said, this was the first murder that took place in 110 days, and authorities say they're cracking down to make sure that it does not happen again. That's the latest live from Paterson. Anthony Johnson, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.